All right, hopefully we are recording this time because I literally just did all of this. Oh my good Lord, and I wasn't recording that whole entire time and thought I was, but I was on regular picture mode instead of video. How nice for me. Okay, so we're going to do a quick recap. This is the planner that I keep with me at all times in my purse. I got it from Ross a while ago, and sorry, I'm having to hold my phone because, as you can see, we are not at my desk. We are in my bed because I am super tired, but I still wanted to be consistent and do a video every week, at least one. So I like it because it's just a simple layout. It's small enough yet big enough where, you know, you can write notes and things like that in there. And I'm able to easily break up by paycheck. And yeah, it didn't cost very much. I think it might have been $5 at the time when I bought it. So, and of course, as you can see, it's purple. All right, enough about that. All right, let's do the check-in this time. Okay, I did better. I only spent once since the last time that we were here, and this was just Sunday. And yes, $24 is the correct amount for a sandwich place, but this was because if I spent a certain amount, I got money off, and this was also my dinner. So this was lunch and dinner. So this was around 11 a.m. And by the time I got off of my second job, it was, I want to say I got home by 9:30 or around 9:30 p.m. So this was well worth it, in my opinion, for pretty much the whole day. Considering I don't think I had breakfast that morning either. So this was like my main meal for the entire day. Minus the junk food I ate at work. I just couldn't get real food. But that's okay. My job offers employee meals, and it's $2 it's $2 and a penny, since, you know, you have to charge it on egg card, either credit or debit. But on the weekends, especially on Sundays, it's not really available. And on Saturdays, you have to find a manager. And that's not always a thing either. So it is what it is. But I mean, $2 isn't bad. And on Thursdays and Fridays, I don't usually have to worry about lunch because I eat whatever's left over from the food they set out for the yard guys. Sorry, trying to angle this right. There we go. That's a little better. Trying to do this and flip through at the same time is a little weird. Okay. And then, so that's that. Oh no. Is this? Yes. And this is the budget that we are looking at for this upcoming pay period, which for me, I get paid on the 16th from my second job and the 20th from my first job. On my second job, its pay period goes from Sunday to Saturday, whereas on my first job, it is Wednesday to Tuesday. It used to be from Wednesday to no, I think we used to get paid every other Friday, and then a few years ago they decided to change it. Okay, so income. This should be closer this time because I'm missing a couple hours from when I had to take that day off. Was it last week already? When I had to take the day off after New Year's because of a migraine. I could barely move, let alone work. And I had I was able to use some sick time, but it didn't quite cover it. So, but I'm not worried about a couple hours. It's not the end of the world. And then job 2, I'm budgeting around this because I think I'll still have one day that's not on there from when I was off after Christmas. I'm pretty sure. And then my husband, need to get $100 from him. And then I'm pulling $50, which was pretty much everything except for my $2 slot because that's a $2 bill and I'm not doing it. I'm pulling $50 and then $30 from my Cash Express Flex loan that I make payments on because this Dave right here, which is an app, and I think they also do online checking. I do have a debit card for them, but I've never used it and won't use it. I'm happy with Capital One and Bank of America, sort of, but if I ever change, it'll be to something maybe like Ally or something like that. But this one right here is also, they do payday advances. Same thing with earning right here. Is that a little bit better? Can we see a little bit better? But yeah, these two I've had for years in various amounts. It used to be all the way up to the limit, which at one point in time for Dave, sorry for my fat finger, for Dave, I used to have a limit of like 500 or 600, and same thing with earning. I had at least like a $500 limit, but I've gotten it down, especially quite a bit on this one. Over, I've had, like I said, I've had these for at least 3 years at this point. But what's so exciting is that we are paying them off. That's right, friends. We are paying them off. I'm going to go in and delete my information or whatever it is I have to do to close down the stupid accounts and then get the damn apps off of my phone. And they're going to be gone. I even have written over here, no more Dave and earning. Yay! Woohoo! Yes, it might suck. I have to pull $80 I didn't want to pull, but it means getting rid of them and not having to see their ugly little faces or in my budget anymore for hopefully the rest of my life. Then you know what? That's okay. It is what it is, and they'll be done, and I will be so much happier for it. Because then I can not worry about them taking money too early or a glitch in the system where, I've had so many issues between the two of them, it's not even funny. But yes, those two will be gone moving forward, and we aren't going to be looking back to them either. So then we have all of our usual contenders, of course. We have the stupid Bright Lending. This is one of the first ones I'm going to be working on. Because, as you can see, this is $226 bi-weekly. Oops, sorry. I didn't mean... No, I was at a weird angle there. But yes, that's quite hefty. And it wasn't even a very big loan. And yet it's that number. So no. I'm pretty sure that I want to say, if it's not June, it might be July, is when this will be able to get paid off And you'll see that as time goes on and I implement using these sheets. But then we have car insurance, Cash Express, of course, Credit Ninja, Op Loans, Xfinity. This is our internet and our cell phone. And yes, that's should be for all of it. If it's any higher, I'll have to let my husband know so he can give me the money on it. And this is mainly what his $100 is going towards. Because I initially, for some odd reason, thought it was going to be about $65 a month for like the first year. And it was actually only for like the first 2 or 3 months. So there was that. And then of course, earning, it's going to be gone. Now this Sparrow, I hope I've had y'all on here. I just trying to go through this, looking at it and looking at my phone at the same time is so weird. Well, this whole thing is weird, so that's neither here nor there. Sparrow, Bank of America, and eBay are all technically not due until next month. But because of the way the pay period falls, it'd be easier for me to pay them this month. So that's what we're going to do. Then we have Credit One, Capital One, Mission, and Advance. All these are just going to get their minimums. So that brings us to a total of $1,544 out of $1,550. That leaves me 6 left over. I have 1 membership that should be coming out. So then that leaves me with $1. Yes, $1 isn't very much, but this one right here will probably be a couple dollars more, so I am totally fine with that. I do not plan on giving up what few memberships I have unless it's absolutely necessary because it makes me happy. And I think that was pretty much it on all that I had said before. I also went ahead and printed out February's budget kit, which is gorgeous. There are better things ahead than any we leave behind, is the quote for February. Oh, I didn't even do that for January. New month, new intentions, new goals, new love, new light, and new beginnings. I am really hoping. I am manifesting it so. But yeah. And apparently future me has lofty goals because I printed out even more things to eventually work on, including Kimmy at Kimmy's Corner, her Dragon Village box, just without, oops, sorry there. I didn't print out the cards that come with it because I accidentally deleted them, and I don't want to go back and re-download it. But aren't they so cute? Look at the oh, I love dragons. But yes. So I figure what I'll do is I'll probably roll a D8, and that'll tell me which section to go to, because there's 8 sections. And then I can roll whatever dice I choose to save for the little dragons. But oh my god, they are so cute. So cute. I can't even. See, that's part of the problem. Y'all make too much cute stuff. And I've also got her latest box challenge. The one I think she designed on Alive. I think I was part of that. But yes, also super cute. Oh, it's a Besties exclusive. Okay. Whichever. Yeah, I've already seen that. But yeah, I've got so many things that I've printed out. It's crazy. I must really have some lofty goals. yeah. All right. Look at that. She's getting thick. I like it. Real thick and spicy. Oh, good Lord. Anyway, that was pretty much all I had. When I thought I was recording before, as soon as I had hit the button, my cat had come in here and he tried to do his little own interlude, which of course is gone now since it wasn't recorded, but he was being his adorable self. And then he got mad and jumped off the bed because I wasn't paying him attention. Thought I was talking to you all instead, and hopped up in the window. I don't know if he's still in the window or if he decided to leave me altogether, but he'll be back. But yeah, there we go. In my bed, trying to relax. It's semi-working. But yeah, that's all I got today, friends. I hope your week is going well. If you oh God, I lost my complete train of thought there. That's horrible. Go over to Budget with Carly and show her some love. She's having a difficult time right now with her pups, Petey. So let's go there and give her all the warm wishes and hopes and prayers that everything will be okay with that whole situation. And other than that, I'll see you hopefully next week. Bye.